My parents spent $80,000 of my college fund on my brother's girlfriend's business venture. I worked 3 jobs to put myself through school. 10 years later, they're about to lose their house and expect me to bail them out. I'm Laura, 32. I have one brother, Kevin, who's 29. Growing up, Kevin was the golden child. I'm not saying this to be bitter, it's just facts. Kevin was the athlete. The charming one. The one my parents bragged about to their friends. He played varsity football, had tons of friends, never had to work for anything. I was the quiet one. The bookworm. I got straight A's, but that was just expected of me. When I made the honor roll, my parents said, "Good job," and moved on. When Kevin scored a touchdown, they threw a party. But I didn't mind too much. I had my own goals. I wanted to be a civil engineer. I studied hard. Got accepted to a great state university. My parents had been saving for my college since I was born. They told me this my whole life. "We have a college fund for you, Laura. You just focus on your grades." I did. I graduated high school with a 4.0 GPA and a full acceptance letter. When I was 18, about to start college, I sat down with my parents to talk about finances. "So the college fund," I said. "How much is in it?" My parents looked at each other. My dad cleared his throat. "Laura, we need to talk about that." My stomach dropped. "There's been a change of plans," my mom said. "Kevin met someone. Her name is Vanessa. She's wonderful. Very entrepreneurial. Okay. She has this business idea. A boutique clothing store. She just needs startup capital. It's a sure thing, Laura. She's done all the research." I stared at them. "What does this have to do with my college fund?" "We invested in Vanessa's business," my dad said. "It's going to be huge. And when it takes off, there will be plenty of money for your college. Even more than what was in the fund." My hands started shaking. "How much did you give her?" $50,000. I felt like I'd been punched. 50,000? That's more than half my college fund. "Laura, calm down. You gave MY college money to Kevin's girlfriend?" "It's an investment," my mom said. "Vanessa promised she'd pay us back with interest within 2 years. You're not even going to notice. I start college in 3 months. You can take out student loans for the first couple years. By the time you're a junior, Vanessa's business will be booming and we'll have the money to pay off your loans." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "What if the business fails?" "It won't," my dad said firmly. "Vanessa knows what she's doing. She's 22 years old. She's never run a business before." "That's enough, Laura," my dad snapped. "We've made our decision. This is what's best for the family." "Best for Kevin, you mean?" My mom's face hardened. "Your brother is in love. We're helping him build a future with Vanessa. That's what family does. By stealing from me? We're not stealing. We're investing. You'll get your money. You just need to be patient." I left that conversation knowing I was on my own. I started college that fall with $30,000 left in my college fund. That covered 1 year. Barely. I got a job waiting tables. Then a job at the campus library. Then I started tutoring on weekends. I worked 3 jobs while taking a full course load in engineering. I called my parents every few months. "How's Vanessa's business doing?" "It's going great," they'd say. "She's almost ready to open the store." A year passed. Then another year. Vanessa's boutique opened during my sophomore year. My parents drove 3 hours to the grand opening. They didn't come to my college for anything, no parents' weekend, no engineering showcase, nothing. But they drove 3 hours for Vanessa's store. I took out student loans. A lot of them. I graduated with $60,000 in debt. During my junior year, I asked my parents about the money again. "Has Vanessa paid you back yet?" "Not yet," my mom said. "The business is still getting off the ground. These things take time." "It's been 3 years. Laura, don't be selfish. Vanessa is working hard. I'm working hard. I'm working 3 jobs and taking 18 credits a semester." "Well, that's your choice. No one told you to overextend yourself." I stopped asking about the money after that. I graduated college at 22. Got a job at an engineering firm. Lived in a tiny apartment with 2 roommates. Put every spare dollar toward my student loans. Kevin and Vanessa got married when I was 24. Big wedding. My parents paid for half of it. Must have been nice. I was barely invited to the wedding. I was in the ceremony, but only because my mom said it would look bad if the bride's sister-in-law wasn't a bridesmaid. At the reception, I overheard my mom talking to her friends. "Yes, Vanessa's boutique is doing wonderfully. She's thinking about opening a second location." I walked over. "Mom, can I talk to you?" She smiled at her friends. "Excuse me." We stepped outside. "If Vanessa's business is doing so well, when are you paying me back?" My mom's smile faded. "Laura, not here." "When?" "We'll talk about it later. You've been saying that for 6 years. This is your brother's wedding. Don't ruin it." I left early. Didn't even say goodbye. I'm going to skip ahead a few years because nothing major happened. I kept working. Paid off my student loans by the time I was 28. Got promoted to senior engineer. Bought a small house. I started dating a great guy named Ryan. My parents and I barely talked. Holiday texts. Awkward phone calls a few times a year. That was it. Kevin and I weren't close either. He'd completely bought into the narrative that I was bitter and jealous of his success. Then, 2 months ago, my dad called me. Laura, we need your help. Red flag number one. They never asked for my help. What's wrong? We're having some financial trouble. We're behind on the mortgage. The bank is threatening foreclosure. I felt a cold pit in my stomach. How behind? For months. We owe $18,000 to catch up. How did this happen? Silence. Dad, how did this happen? Things have been tight. Your mom's hours got cut at work. I had some medical expenses. And we've been helping Kevin and Vanessa with their bills. Of course they had. What about Vanessa's business? I thought it was doing great. More silence. Dad. He sighed. The boutique closed 3 years ago. It never made money. Vanessa shut it down. I sat down. 3 years ago? Yes. And you didn't think to tell me? We didn't want to worry you. Did she ever pay you back? Any of it? No. I closed my eyes. So you gave her $50,000 of MY college fund, and she never paid back a single cent. Laura, it's not that simple. It's exactly that simple. You chose Kevin and Vanessa over me. You left me to drown in student debt while you funded a business that failed. We made a mistake. We know that now. But we need help. We're about to lose the house. What about Kevin? Can't he help? He's dealing with his own financial issues right now. Let me guess. You've been supporting him this whole time. He's our son. So am I. My dad was quiet for a moment. Then he said, will you help us or not? I thought about it. Really thought about it. No. Laura, you stole from me, Dad. You gave my future to someone who wasn't even family. You've ignored me for 10 years. And now you want me to bail you out. We didn't steal from you. We made an investment that didn't work out. You gambled with MY money. Without asking me. You were 18. You didn't understand. I understood perfectly. You chose Kevin over me. You always have. That's not true. Isn't it? When's the last time you came to visit me? When's the last time you asked how I was doing? When's the last time you congratulated me on anything? He had no answer. I'm not giving you $18,000, I said. Figure it out. I hung up. I thought that would be the end of it. It wasn't. A week later, my mom showed up at my office. She was crying. Mascara running down her face. She walked right past the receptionist and into my office. Laura, please. We're desperate. I stood up. Mom, you can't be here. We're going to lose the house. Everything we've worked for. We'll have nowhere to go. That's not my problem. How can you say that? We're your parents. And I'm your daughter. But you didn't care about that when you stole my college fund. We didn't steal. Yes, you did. I shouted. My coworkers were staring. I didn't care. You took money that was supposed to be mine and gave it to someone else. You didn't ask. You didn't care how it would affect me. You just expected me to deal with it. We thought the business would work. No, you hoped it would work so you wouldn't have to feel guilty. But you never actually cared about me. You cared about Kevin. You always have. My mom was sobbing now. That's not true. We love you. You have a funny way of showing it. Laura, please. $18,000. That's all we need. You make good money now. You can afford it. You know how I can afford it? Because I worked 3 jobs through college. Because I lived on ramen and didn't go out with friends so I could save money. Because I did everything alone while you were busy funding Kevin's life. We know we made mistakes. But we're begging you. Don't let us lose our home. I took a deep breath. Where's Kevin in all this? What? Kevin. Your golden child. The one you sacrificed my future for. Why isn't he helping you? My mom looked away. He doesn't have the money. Because you've been enabling him his entire life. He's never had to work for anything because you've always been there to catch him. That's not fair. It's completely fair. You created this situation. You prioritized Kevin over me for 30 years. You gave away my college fund. You've supported him financially while I've gotten nothing. And now you expect me to fix your mess. You're our daughter. You're supposed to help family. I laughed bitterly. Family? You haven't treated me like family since I was 18. We've always loved you. Love isn't just words, Mom. It's actions. And your actions have shown me exactly where I stand. She reached for my hand. I pulled away. Please, Laura. Don't do this. Don't abandon us. I'm not abandoning you. I'm doing exactly what you taught me. I'm choosing myself. What about Kevin? You'd let your brother's parents become homeless. Kevin is 29 years old. If he cares so much, he can help you. Or better yet, Vanessa can finally pay you back the $50,000 she owes you. My mom's face crumpled. She doesn't have it. Her business failed. She and Kevin are barely getting by. Then I guess you bet on the wrong horse. That was cruel. I knew it was cruel. But I was so angry. So tired of being the afterthought. Get out of my office, I said quietly. And don't come back. My mom left, still crying. That was 3 weeks ago. Since then, my phone has been blowing up. My dad calls every day. I don't answer. Kevin texted me, "How can you be so heartless? Mom and dad need help and you're just going to let them suffer." I texted back, "Where's the $50,000 they gave Vanessa? Tell her to give it back." He didn't respond. My aunt, my mom's sister, called me. "Laura, I know your parents made mistakes, but they're family. You need to help them. Did they tell you they stole my college fund?" "They didn't steal it. They gave it to Kevin's girlfriend without asking me. I had to work 3 jobs and graduate with $60,000 in debt." "Did they tell you that part?" Silence. I didn't think so. I hung up. Yesterday, Kevin called me from my parents' house. I could hear my mom crying in the background. "Laura, please. They're going to lose the house next month. You're the only one who can help. What about you?" "I don't have that kind of money." "Then get it. Get a second job. Take out a loan. Do what I had to do." "That's different." "How is it different?" "I have a family to support." "So do I, myself. The family you and mom and dad forgot about. You're being selfish." I almost laughed. "I'm being selfish?" "Kevin, they gave you everything. My college fund. Their time. Their money. Their attention. They chose you over me my entire life. And now you have the audacity to call me selfish because I won't clean up your mess. It's not my mess. It's exactly your mess. Vanessa's business. The one mom and dad funded with my future. Where's she in all this? Why isn't she helping? We're separated." That stopped me. "What?" "Vanessa and I separated 6 months ago. She's filing for divorce." I didn't know what to say. "She's gone," Kevin said quietly. "The business failed. The marriage failed. And now mom and dad are losing their house. Because of decisions I pushed them to make." For the first time, he sounded genuinely sorry. "I'm sorry, Laura. I really am. I know I've been a shitty brother. I know I've taken advantage of them. Of you. And I know I don't deserve your help. But they do. They're our parents. They stopped being my parents when they chose your girlfriend over their daughter. They made a mistake. They made a choice, Kevin. A choice they've made over and over for 10 years. So that's it? You're just going to let them lose everything?" I thought about it. I really thought about it. "Yeah," I said. "I am." And I hung up. It's been a month since my mom showed up at my office. My parents are moving out of their house next week. They found a small apartment to rent. Kevin is apparently letting them stay with him temporarily, though I don't know how long that will last given his divorce. My extended family has mostly sided with my parents. I've been called heartless, cruel, and selfish. A few cousins have blocked me on social media, but a few have reached out privately to say they understand. That they've watched my parents favor Kevin my whole life. That they don't blame me for saying no. Ryan, my boyfriend, has been amazing through all this. He told me he's proud of me for standing up for myself. "You don't owe them anything," he said. "They made their choices. You're making yours." I keep asking myself if I'm doing the right thing. Part of me feels guilty. They're my parents. They're going to lose their house. But the other part of me, the part that worked 3 jobs through college, that lived on $20 a week for food, that graduated with crushing debt while Kevin got everything handed to him, that part feels nothing but anger. They had $80,000 saved. That was supposed to be my future. And they gave it away. Not for something responsible. Not for medical bills or an emergency. For a boutique. For Kevin's girlfriend's pipe dream. And they never apologized. Not really. Even now, they act like I'm being unreasonable. Like I'm punishing them for a simple mistake. But it wasn't a mistake. It was a choice. A choice they made over and over. Choose Kevin over Laura. Choose his happiness over her future. Choose his comfort over her struggling. I'm done being the backup plan. The one who's expected to sacrifice so Kevin can have everything. If that makes me heartless, fine. I'll be heartless. But I'll be heartless in my own house, with my own money, that I earned myself. Some people think family means you owe them everything. That blood obligates you to endless sacrifice. But I don't believe that anymore. Family is supposed to show up for you. Support you. Treat you like you matter. My parents didn't do that. They haven't for years. So no. I'm not giving them $18,000. I'm not bailing them out. I'm not setting myself on fire to keep them warm. I'm choosing me. Finally. And I don't regret it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more emotional true stories every week.